What movie ending made you say WTF? The Mist. Documentary called Abducted in Plain Sight. My husband and I were saying WTF through this whole show. 10 Cloverfield Lane. I was expecting something completely different. What did the old lady hear at the end of Marta's French version? X200B. I need to know. Pretty sure Sorry to Bother You takes the cake for going in a whole new direction I never saw coming and making me go WTF. From Dusk Till Dawn. X200B. Wait, rewind that. Was that a fucking vampire? What the hell just happened? Little Miss Sunshine. I did not expect that dance routine. Saw I didn't expected the whole twist when I first saw it. The Prestige. The ending of The Sixth Sense where you realize the truth about the main character is definitely a mind-blowing twist. 2001: A Space Odyssey. C7EN. The Usual Suspects 1995. It wasn't spoiled before watching it. Oldboy. Primal Fear. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Swiss Army Man. Seriously WTF. Predestination. Perfume: The Story of a Murderer. I watched it out of curiosity. Alan Rickman, Dustin Hoffman are in it, so I figured it'd be worth watching. I won't spoil it, but it's just so far out there I literally said what the actual fuck did I just watch when it ended. Gone Girl. Shutter Island. The Lobster. No Country for Old Men. Lucy. She turns into a fucking supercomputer at the end. Face with Tears of Joy. Splice. Really the whole movie, but like what? Inglourious Bastards. The final chapter had me thinking, how the hell would the plan to kill Hitler in 1944 and end WW2 fail, since there are two plans in place working separately, and both can't possibly not work, especially Shoshana's, which was unknown to the Germans. Turns out it fucking didn't fail. What the actual fuck? Tusk. And not just the ending. Mother was one that had me go WTF. Well, it started quite early, it clicked midway what I was watching, but still WTF right till the end. It was like multiple versions. 2 WTF am I watching? WTF, annoying WTF, getting really frustrated, angry, what da foo. Requiem for a Dream. For sure. Hereditary. For sure. Triangle, no question. You Were Never Really Here. Jacob's Ladder. Sleepaway Camp 1983. It's old, but the ending. It's still with me 40 years later. Kids. The Mist. Also probably the most memorable movie ending I've ever seen. I'm surprised I haven't seen Donnie Darko get mentioned. Such a weird movie, start to finish. Parasite. Time Bandits. Event Horizon. Sausage Party. Law-Abiding Citizen. Rocky Horror Picture Show. The first Saw movie. I remember watching it all unfold at the end when everything went down with the flashbacks, Gordon, and then John Kramer's reveal. I was quite literally sitting there with my hands on my head going, what the fuck just happened? Blair Witch, the first one. The ending of Disney's The Black Hole is bizarre. Interstellar. Watch your daughter die and then zipline it to get laid. The Game. Arlington Road. Dark. I know it's not a movie, but really mind-blowing. Enemy. Midsommar. The Menu. Vivarium. Sorry to bother you. Marks and Mary. Avengers Infinity birthed to my son 2 days before its release date and went to go see it because I had been so looking forward to it. I was a hormonal 5 minutes. Loki died, who's my favorite, and I sobbed like legit ugly, cried loud. And then when the ending happened, it was just like, WTF, have I just did it end like that? I was not in the right minute space for it emotionally, but I'd make the same choice again, rolling on the floor laughing. The Usual Suspects. In a good way. Bit of an obvious one, but the Marky Mark Planet of the Apes made me say WTF over and over as I tried to make sense of it. The Cell. Didn't see that coming. Probably Get Out. The Village. Bridge to Terabithia. And Pan's Labyrinth. Quills. Burn after reading. I saw it with 2 other intelligent guys. When it ended, we sat there waiting for the next scene. And then the credits rolled. We all looked at each other like, WTF just happened? It was like the movie stopped, but didn't come to an end. Mulholland Drive. Annihilation. My reactions to the whole movie ranged from huh? To okay? And Requiem for a Dream. Still can't stomach that movie. Waking Ned Devine. Dunno if many Americans can fully sit down and watch that movie, but the ending blew my mind. Pink Flamingos. Edit, and not because of some plot twist either. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. A brutal cliffhanger. Beau is Afraid. Salo, or the 120 Days of Sodom. Oldboy 2003. Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance. Odd Thomas. Pay It Forward. X200B. Was not expecting that at all. Titanic. I mean, why did Rose go back to Jack, who she had only known for a few hours, yet she was married for years afterwards? WTF, poor husband. Avengers Endgame. Steve would never. Frailty. I almost never hear anyone talking about it, but it was such a good ride. Promising Young Woman. Cutting the final scene would leave the perfect ending. Instead, the impact is completely lost by a big Hollywood feel-good revenge porn ending. Eraserhead. Videodrome. The Mist messed me up as a kid. The Witch. Drag Me to Hell. I loved that one, and I'm super glad it ended the way it did instead of some super everything was fine in the end mess. Can you imagine Clay's life after witnessing something like that? Just saw Asteroid City. Still have no idea what the heck that movie was about, and it only got weirder as it went. Men. Starts as an interesting exploration of loss and misogyny, ends with a weird tree spirit repeatedly giving birth to itself. Mulholland Drive. Jacob's Ladder. My friend, I spent 20 minutes in the theater parking lot after it ended talking about it. District 9. Requiem for a Dream. A bunch of my friends in college were talking about how amazing and artistic and groundbreaking it was. Whatever I was expecting. It was not that. This is a very underrated movie, but has one of the best surprise ending ever in all of movie history. The Game, starring Michael Douglas and Sean Penn. I highly recommend you watch it. 7. What's in the Box Will Always Be With Me. Orphan. Holy shit. Cabin in the Woods, Takashi Miike's original Dead or Alive. Favorite secret genre of movie. Cry, cry again. High tension. Recently, Lamb. A Serbian film. Ex Machina. Saw 1, what an epic ending. Inception. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. With all the zany antics and ridiculous non-sequiturs that make up the entire movie, the ending had me sitting there in complete bewilderment. It's so bad, but it's so good. Mother, the film with Jennifer Lawrence in it. I had to Google it after watching because I was so confused. Tusk, but I giggled. Infinity War. I'm thinking of ending